In your eyes, I can see you want to have a good time. Haven't decided yet? If that's so, this is your lucky day. Because this is another episode with Sidetrack.
Sidetrack, we're getting sidetracked. Yes, we're getting sidetracked. What were we talking about?
Yung podcast!
Wait, are we recording already?
Yeah, we were just about to start.
Should we start that again?
Again?
Nah, it's fine.
Side.
Tracked?
Where?
That was a very sad where.
Hi, I'm me.
I'm Kay.
I'm Lila.
And welcome back to another episode of Sidetrack. So right now I have another set of beer. So you know what that means. It's another episode for IDOLiSH7.
I mean, with just that tone that you had when you said where, I think that sets the tone for this whole discussion. So,
So we did past episodes for first beat, vibrato, and second beat. So if you haven't listened to that, highly suggest to do that first before now. We'll be discussing third beat part one, just part one. So there's so many things happening. We need to divide it into two episodes. We promised the last episode will be next week. Next week, next time. So, let's start the discussion, the heavy discussion. Let's start it with our new characters, Zool, our favorite Zool. Are they our favorite right now? Who knows? So, what do you guys think of Zool?
I only like distortion guy. I keep
Toma.
forgetting his name. Toma. Yeah. I only like him. And I think I chose the right person
So
based
for
on what we've seen.
everybody's knowledge, distortion guy is Toma because we've mentioned this before, but
Yeah.
I forced them to watch the live concerts of the Seiyus. So
Yeah. This
Lila
was
knows,
years before we started watching the anime.
yeah,
Like
Lila
years.
knows distortion guy from there, who is
Yeah.
Kimusuba, by the way, the Seiyu for Tama. That's
Speaking
actually
of
really
the
funny. Oh
speaking
yeah,
of the live, right? I have a deep sense of appreciation for the live now
yeah.
kaysa dati. Kasi I know the story of Idolish7. So I watched the live because I was like, I want to see them live. So I watched it during work
Oh
because I
really?
was like, I want to hear them sing just out of nowhere. So I was working while listening to them.
Honestly, though, that's what I love about IDOLiSH7 as well. I think I've mentioned this before, but I do think of them. The feelings I have for them are the same as I do with my like actual real life people idols, and I think the reason why I have very strong feelings for IDOLiSH7 as a franchise as a whole is because how much the staff, the crew, and the cast like gives all their love and attention to the franchise as well. You can see how much detail they put into everything. The seiyus talk about it very much. They're affected with the emotions that the idols have, and you can see that every time they have lives, every time they release events in games, you can see how much they talk about stuff like that. So I think that's also one of the reasons. Like everybody just loves Ainana
Mm.
together, and I'm actually really happy to hear you feel the same way. Like you appreciate it now. I shouldn't have forced you guys to watch it before.
You should have watched it after we've watched Idolish
You
7.
know, I regret that very much because when
Yeah.
Zul was being introduced in the first episode, like they don't I wasn't saying anything while watching it because I wanted you guys to like find out by yourselves, but they were introducing them one by one, like all the characters. And then we get to Toma and then Kay was like, isn't this Kimusuma? I was like, I
I
forgot
know
you
that
know
voice.
I forgot you know Seiyus as well. So like you already know that he's a Zul character because we watched the live and Kimusuba's a Zul character. That's one of my regrets. But yeah. What
Yeah,
else do
I
so
you guys
mean, aren't you happy that I'm like at least recognizing some of them because you forced me to watch the live?
there's something about being happy about like the people you're forcing before, recognizing the things now. There, there's that pride and joy.
Than being spoiled.
It's a very conflicting feeling.
I think be thankful na I know the songs rather than being spoiled of the story. So
That's true.
be glad that I only know some of the saves and not like what happened
Well,
in the story.
we're starting to finish up like the anime, so I doubt you'd recognize any of the others now.
Oh no.
Maybe in the future. So it's fine.
So for like Zool, right?
Yeah.
Overall, I feel sympathy for them. Like, not because of their morals right now, but because they're being used as pawns. And since the first episode, no ini-introduce yung ibang agencies like Tsukumo and Hoshikage, they said that Tsukumo, they treat their artists as products. So, ayun, naawa ko sa kanila.
Is
Basically.
this your your the start of your defense against Zul
Yes.
agenda?
They are annoying. I can say they are annoying right now. But naawa ko sa kanila.
Hmm. How about Lila?
With me, I can say na naawa ko sa kanila except that pervy dude. I don't
Yeah,
care
same.
about him. He can die. Like I don't
Tora.
care about him.
Oh,
Like
you know what?
like
Speaking of Tora, they have like Tora is tiger, Ryu is dragon,
Mm,
and there's that thing in Japan culture, like the dragon versus tiger thing. So it's really cool that they have those on their names and they're being
mm,
like
mm.
against each other now, like the
oh,
parallelism between them. Sorry,
I
a bit
see.
sidetracked.
Interesting.
Anyways, continue.
I mean, that's the point of this podcast, isn't it? We get sidetracked. Don't
Yeah.
say sorry. That's the norm.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Like, I do sympathize with him, especially with Haru.
Mm-hmm.
Haru yun, di ba? Green
Yes.
haired guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Um, he's annoying. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like his personality. He's just that one annoying kid you just want to bully, Like, he's fun to bully.
Yeah.
But I can also see that he's also a minor. He's very easy to manipulate,
Yeah.
right? And he experiences big feelings because he's a teenager. That's how teenagers are. They feel a lot of things and sometimes they fixate on those emotions. So I kind of get why he's doing what he's doing. He's
Mm.
still annoying. Like I would still smack him upside the head if I could. But the only person talaga na I just really don't care about is the pervy guy. I don't like him.
Chitora.
Like I don't know if he's gonna have like a redeeming thing in the story, but honestly, with men like him, I don't think there's anything redeemable about men like him. To be honest,
I can say
like,
this. Tora because like he used to be like a hated character and became like one of the favorites.
Mm.
I'd say
I don't
that.
know how to feel about that.
Honestly, because
Cause
I can't really say much about Zul because I
yeah,
like
yeah,
Zul
yeah.
now since I know
Okay,
what happens in the
okay,
future. Like just not
okay.
in the anime because in the anime they still haven't gotten like
Yeah, yeah,
closure, but like in the future parts in the game, I like them now. But
he's
like
still annoying.
seeing
Like
them in the anime, it's like oh my god, we're we're doing this again.
like I just hate how he has no boundaries. Alam mo yun?
Mm.
I really don't like something just snaps in me. Like I just want to punch him. That's how much I don't like him. Like ano yung nakalagay sa notes ko dito? Nakalagay dito. As in, it's like a full-on rant.
Yeah.
He's not someone I would want to associate with. He's so scummy and disgusting. He makes me feel gross. He's that one dude in the group I would be comfortable saying mukha lang ang bag niya.
You're gonna get a lot of hate for that.
I don't care.
That
I
is
don't
not
like his
sidetracked
personality.
opinion for all Toro Oshis out there. That
Look,
is
look.
only Lila's.
I said this. I like Zul now. All Zul.
Like I mean, considering the track record of I7, I wouldn't doubt that he's gonna have like some kind of
Mm.
rebrand
Redemption arc.
and like
Yeah.
yeah, like some kind of rebranding arc for him. Like I know that's gonna happen because that's what happens in Ainana. Hello, but
Yeah.
so like I'm expecting that, but right now I really don't like him. Like he legitimately makes me feel gross. Like really, every time he speaks, I'm like I wanna vomit. I don't like he's triggering something in my brain that I've repressed.
Are you nominating him for best voice actor though? Whenever I hear his voice, it makes me vomit.
No, 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 no,
Best
no.
voice actor.
Oh
Because
no.
that's what I feel about Ryu. Beep beep. This is Editor Bree just saying that I was supposed to say Rio. I don't like Rio, not Ryu. Rio. Thank you. Whenever I hear his voice, it makes me annoyed. But like, I know his voice actor in other works, so it's like making me conflicted.
Oh no. Wait, sino ba voice actor ni ano? Ni
Me.
Pervy Guy?
Oh, you don't know
Oh, okay.
him. We
Okay.
haven't watched. Well, you guys haven't watched like his other animes that I
Okay.
can like recommend. Maybe someday.
Okay. I see. But yeah, right now, I mean, I've only seen part one of Third Beat. So like I think
Yeah.
it's understand. Even the Tora Oshis can agree, I feel na he's disgusting. Is right now. Because like that's all I know. That's the only Tora I
Honestly,
know.
when I first saw Zul, first met Zul, Tora's like literally the last person I noticed. like I was very annoyed with Haru. Minami
Yeah.
was
Oh, Haru
creepy.
doesn't bother me that much. He's alright.
Toma, and then Tora's just
Yeah.
there in my
Really?
head.
I still don't know why he joined. I'm like, what is it? Why are you there? It's like in my
That's
head,
true.
why are you there?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well,
Me
I
too.
mean,
Like
for
I'm
now,
still
like
confused.
right now, kasi Haru and Thomas the only ones singing. I think I pointed
Mm.
that out. Backup dancers lang yung dalawa. But like in
Decoration.
yeah, taga tumbling. But like in the future, they do sing as four, and that's where their character development will grow. But like right now, yeah, I get it why you're saying it. Like they're
Yeah,
just there.
because like I mean that's the only Tora, right?
Yeah,
That's
Tora.
Tora
that.
technically, but you can just call him Tora.
Okay, that's the only Tora that I know.
Yeah.
So like and like the Tora I know is the one I don't like. So
Yeah.
I can say that right now. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna have him like his redeeming
Yeah.
arc or whatever. That's I know that's gonna happen because that happens all the time. It's just
It's so
like
funny.
he's
I feel like this is like the
totoo
first
naman
time
eh. Mukha
you
lang ambag niya.
mentioned. Yeah, it's like the first time you mentioned that you just genuinely don't like someone. I-
Kasi usually I have like something to like about a character, right? And but now I'm
yeah.
like, no, I really don't like you. Like, please die. I don't care.
Going back kanina, di ba, Lila was talking about Haru. I looked at my notes. Tapos, sabi ko dito, basta naawa lang ako sa kanya. He's like a chained up chihuahua, if I'm being honest.
Oh, but you know what?
Agree.
Haru's like malapit na ako sa spoiler territory. Tatahimik na nga ako. Sige, hindi ko na
Sige,
itutuloy.
Dali, dali.
I was just gonna say, Haru's like, he surprised me the most out of all
Okay.
the Zul characters. I feel like Haru surprised me the most. That's all I can say.
Mm.
But Minami's my favorite in Zul. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but Minami's my favorite in Zul.
I see.
Yeah.
Ako,
Well,
distortion guy talaga.
It's saying
Like,
a lot.
he's just, like, distortion guy is just being distortion guy. You know, like, he doesn't have any malicious agenda.
Call him at least the
yeah.
leader or something. Like he is a
Oh,
leader.
is he the leader?
Yeah, he's the leader. He's not this
Okay.
distortion guy.
Sorry, distortion guy has stock. I cannot separate the distortion voice, the distortion singing from him. Like
I guess that's a
it's
compliment
exclusive.
for
It's mutually
Kimusuba.
exclusive. I don't know.
I guess that's a compliment for Kimusuba.
It is
Because
because
he does music,
like
diba?
distortion.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the reason I like him is because he sang so well and he did distortion with his voice.
I think
That's
I
why I
showed
like him.
you like his rapping as well. He raps in hip mic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You showed me the rap.
Mm.
So yeah, just for context, kasi baka mamaya sabihin ng, ano, ng ay nana fans na it's an insult. When I say distortion guy, it's a singing thing. Okay, he does distortion, vocal distortions really well, and like I love vocal distortions in singers like James Morrison. Just listen to him, bro. Distortions. So yeah, I
He did
am
it in
yeah
Second Life
the life. Yes.
reunion in reunion.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, kaya siya nag-stick sa akin kasi it's a vocal technique. I love vocal distortions from singers like Bishop Briggs. She also does vocal distortions really well. Like I love distortions. That's why I like him. And I call him distortion guy and it's a compliment because I like it. Anyway, you know.
do you have anything else that you want to like bring up about Zoo?
Oh, another
Minami.
Yeah.
oh sorry.
Like Lila mentioned this while we were watching, na he's the type of person that's like very frustrating. Kasi you might be the only one that doesn't like him, but everyone else does. So yeah, I don't know what his agenda is. Much like Tora,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I'm like, you're very pretty, but you're not fooling me.
But you guys had a theory about Minami while
I
we
think
were
that was
watching.
Really?
Lila. No,
Really?
because I have no
Don't
thoughts
remember.
about Minami right now.
No,
Okay,
it
what
was
did I
Kay.
say?
It was you.
No,
You
it was Tora. My
no
theory about
Lila
Tora.
Lila said I think Minami has something against Yamato, and then Kay said no, I think it was Nagi. You guys talked about that in the watch
Mm,
party.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
Nagi. I think he
yeah,
has
yeah, yeah.
some sort of agenda about Nagi.
That makes
But
sense.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I I still stand by that about Minami. Na he's that one person that alam mo yun, na parang, oh, he's so sweet, he's so nice, he's so kind and gentle, but like, you just know how bullshit he is. Like, I've name dropped someone specific during our watch party, and I will not say it again, but you guys know who I'm talking about. And she's that one, like, she's like getting popular right now. I'm like, fuck you.
Dude,
I wanna punch you in the face.
Minami's symbol is a snake. So I think that's saying a lot.
Snake.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
a
that
snaky
makes
boy.
sense. But yeah, like
Thomas
I
like a
am there.
dog.
I know someone in real life like that. Oh, I know so many people in real life like that. Like everyone just likes them. But I've seen the shit. Okay,
I guess
it's stuck in here.
that's saying a lot about me if I say that Minami's my favorite.
Oh my
Not
god!
Zoo.
So you're the blind person.
Well,
Ikaw yung bulag.
I am a snaky person, right?
That's true.
Yeah, you're
It's true.
Slytherin as well.
Yeah, I'm a Slytherin, so it makes sense.
That's very true. Yeah. Okay.
Between
Okay.
between Tora and Minami though, I can see a clear redemption for Minami more than Tora. Right now though.
Mm.
Because he
Yeah.
probably has some personal thing. But
They
Tora, I
all do.
don't see any personal thing with Tora.
Yeah, I think he's just an asshole. I genuinely think he's just an asshole.
We kept
Oh
going back
my
to
god.
Tora. You know, Tora gets more of
Because
the
he's annoying.
limelight.
I don't like him. Again,
That's
I
the
know he's
plan.
gonna have a redemption arc, but fuck, I need him to die. He makes me feel disgusting.
Don't wish for something you might regret later on. Please. I think you
Oh
were
my
about to say
god.
something about Zul, Lila.
Hmm?
You're about to
Oh,
say something
and
about Zul.
I was just gonna add something about Haru, like, cause like I saw
Yeah.
my notes. He just seems like an overeager, annoying kid.
Mm.
Honestly, like he's just a kid. He's a baby, like he's just trying his
Like I
best.
said,
He's been
Chihuahua.
manipulated. Yeah. Like he's just trying his best. He's been manipulated, especially by fucking Kujo. So like, you know,
You know, I actually recently saw a debate about Kujo that I kind of
Oh,
disagree about. Cause
oh,
people were I saw someone like ask why people still hate on Kujo, as because they're saying na if you do, you might haven't seen part 4 or part 5, and I was like, I've read until part 6 and I still do not like Kujo. I mean, he does get some closure in the
I
future
mean,
parts, but like,
closure or whatever. A groomer is a groomer.
yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't really change the fact that he did stuff. Like, I can't
Yeah.
I can't debate it with you guys because you still haven't seen. But like, just
I you just keep that like in your head, and then we can talk about it in the future whenever part 4 comes. But I just want to say, right, just for the that particular argument. Now, like, you haven't seen part 4. I'm like, I don't care. A groomer is a groomer. Like, Kujo
Mhm.
has done irreparable damage to kids. Kids.
Like, I get that
Minors.
he's definitely mentally ill. He probably needs
Yeah.
therapy. Like, Ryu
Yeah, he does.
needs death,
Ryu
but
or Rio?
Kujo. Oh, Rio. I'm so sorry, Ryu. I keep saying
Don't do Ryu like that. How
Rio.
dare you?
Rio. I'm so sorry. They have the same fucking name. Rio needs death, but Kujo needs therapy. That's all.
Yeah, I
No.
agree. Like, Kujo
But
needs therapy, but that doesn't excuse the fact na
yeah,
he's still accountable for the shit he's done. Alam mo yung, kasi like, even in real life, right? Not just like with celebrities and stuff.
yeah,
Even in real life, you see people use their mental illness to get out of shit that they've done.
yeah.
And like, mental illness is an explanation, not a crutch. It's not an excuse.
People would say na Kujo's not using his because he doesn't think that he's mentally ill. That's a fucking problem.
Then it's a
Yeah,
personality
it's,
disorder.
yeah, it's a fucking PD. I
I
mean,
mean,
we're
I
not.
get
It's
it.
not that we can diagnose him, but like, he displays some kind of PD.
I mean, I get it. Like, all of his actions stem from his trauma about
Yeah,
Zero, but again, it
yeah.
doesn't excuse anything. I mean, he's not excusing things. He did
People are
kind of like,
excusing it for him.
yeah.
People are excusing it for him, which is another fucking problem. Again, a mental illness, someone's mental illness is not an excuse for the bad things that someone has done. It's
Mhm.
just an explanation, but they're still accountable for what they've done. Okay? Okay.
Okay, going back.
So like, whatever happens in part form, I don't think my opinion will change.
It's
He's
part
still a
5
groomer.
actually.
Oh, part 5, yeah.
Yeah.
He's still a groomer. Like, you can't change that fact. Like,
So,
he's done so much damage to kids. So,
you know, because I'm still waiting for part 4. I will recommend it again once season 4 comes out, and it will. Fuck you guys. Anyways, but like, if you think about it, part 4 in the game is the same length as part 3, and part 3 got two parts, like two season parts. So
so
most
part 4 is
likely,
gonna have 2 seasons
yeah,
then.
most likely if they announce it this year, they can do it next year, and then that's gonna be like 2024, 2025. So 2026 nyo pa makikita yung part 5.
Oh no! That's true!
Nakakalimutan nyo na tong conversation na to.
Yeah, you should remind us.
Going back again to Zul.
Okay?
Is there anything else that you want to bring up
No,
about Zul?
Uh,
no.
with Toma, right?
Yeah.
We're very in favor of Toma right now.
Hmm.
I'm not going to back that up even more.
Yeah.
But with his agenda, right? You can tell there's no malice. He's just really upset that popularity played a big part in him losing.
Hmm.
Like, I'm not saying Trigger isn't good. They are good, but Nomad could probably be good as well. We didn't see them perform. So it's more, it's like prevalent in like real entertainment industry. Like,
Yeah.
even if you're good, if you're not popular, you don't have that support, people won't recognize you. And that's a really sad thing. So I get why Toma is doing everything he can, even though it can step on other people, you
Yeah.
know?
And honestly, it's not even just exclusive to celebrities. Like, it can also
Mm,
happen in like the like regular people, right?
yeah.
Mm.
writers, filmmakers. Like if you're a smaller creator, you're not gonna get shit. But like this bigger creator who is more known, who is talented and very good at what they do, they will
Mhm.
still get more recognition than you, even though you're also equally as good as them, if not better.
Mhm.
Um,
I
so
was
like
gonna
I can
mention a
also,
writer, but like I held my
Please
tongue
don't.
because there's a lot of
even in like the fan fiction world,
yeah.
like I see so many good writers that don't really get much traffic. Pero like the bigger writers get so much hits. But like they're good. Like I mean, even I am a follower of them. Like I read their stuff. But
Okay, so let's continue to our favorite.
quota.
Tsukumorio.
Okay,
I don't
I'm
even
gonna
know how
start
to say it.
because
Okay.
I know Lila has a long rant about Rio, and I don't
It's
have
not
much
really that
opinion.
long. It's not really that long, but I do have a rant for him. So
Okay, so my only comment about Rio is we do not trust asmerisms that just does it unannounced, unprovoked, and uninvited. Thank you very much.
amen, amen. I love that TED talk. I agree. Fucking aspersons. Okay, just I hate ASMR. Okay, I am that person who does not like ASMR. So like the fact that this annoying dude is a fucking asmerist. Oh my god, I hate him.
And I said this before, he reminds me of, ayan, sinerch ko na yung name, Tsukiyama Shu from Tokyo Ghoul, the purple hair guy. Probably because they have the same purple hair and that stinky greedy personality. So that's why.
Honestly, though, like, what's his name? Tsukiyama?
Mm-mm.
Tsukiyama's more likable, though.
I don't like him. He creeps me out.
He creeps me. He does creep me out, but I like him better than Rio.
You like him better, or it's just because of the voice actor?
Look, it's Mamo, by the way. For
Oh,
Lila's
that's
knowledge,
why.
because Lila hasn't
That's
watched
why.
Tokyo Ghoul. Look, we don't talk about that.
K, it's Mamo. It's automatically forgiven.
You won't say that when you see the character, and I am
Honestly,
very sure of that.
honestly, you wouldn't like him at all.
Dude, dude, I am here coming to you to defend your honor, and you're doing this to me.
Okay,
How dare
fine.
you?
No, but like he's if I have to choose, if I really have no choice but to choose between them, I'm going to choose Tsukiyama, and not because of the voice actor. I just genuinely hate Rio with my entire being. I don't feel this much hatred towards Tsukiyama.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so for me,
Yeah.
I wrote a rant for him, but it's just a short rant. I hate him, all caps. I hate him. I hope every step he takes there's a Lego underneath his feet and fuck him and his cow. Amen.
Dishonor to you, dishonor to your family, dishonor to your cow.
Honor to your
I
cow.
mean, if he does have a cow, I'm pretty sure he's just going to kill it and eat it.
Yeah, steak.
So maybe not the best insult to him because he does not care about his cow.
I hope he gets food poisoning and just stays in
I
the
hope he gets
bathroom.
worms. I hope he gets worms. I hope he gets
You know
worms.
what's worse about Rio is that with Cujo, you can still technically defend Cujo in
Mm.
a way. You understand his intentions, you understand
Motivations, yeah.
yeah, you understand his motivations, you understand where he's coming from, you understand why he's being like that. Rio, he
He's
does
still wrong, but
yeah,
yes.
he's still wrong, but you can kind of like defend him in a
Yeah,
way.
there's an
Yeah.
explanation to his behavior.
With Rio,
With Rio, there's nothing.
there is a reason. I can say that. There is a reason for his actions.
But is it a fucking stupid
It's a
reason?
stupid reason. I swear to God. It's a stupid reason. And honestly, he's still. Like, all of the actions that he does is so. I'm trying to find a better word because all I can think of is like curses. But
Just let it out.
Just
Honestly,
let it out. It's cathartic.
oh, fuck him, bro. Honestly. It's not even like the way he's doing, like the things that he's been doing to trigger to Rivale, even to IDOLiSH7, like potential to IDOLiSH7. But like, honestly, like, yung, ano niya, yung way of, parang he's trying to excuse the fact na what he's doing should be right because he experienced this sort of thing, which is really stupid because some people experience the same thing and they're not doing the things that
And they're not assholes.
they're not doing
They're
what
not
you're doing. And
assholes.
what's scary about Rio is that he has fucking money and he has
Mm-hmm.
the power.
Yeah.
And you'll see that more
Yeah.
in part
He
2.
has
Yeah.
influence.
Like, I can't say much kasi you're gonna see it in part 2.
Sabi ko nga, di ba, like, I mentioned this
Mm.
nung watch party natin. Now, he's that type of evil where whatever you do to clear your name or to stay clean to the public, he will still win.
Mm.
Like, he can still destroy you. Like, whatever you do, kahit anong gawin mo to defend yourself or to protect yourself, he will still manage to win because he has the money, he has the power, he has the influence, he has the company.
He
Ano mo
and
yun?
that's what scares me the most about Rio.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's the only snaky boy that I do not accept. He has that snake eyes, if you've noticed.
Yes.
He's the
Yes.
only snaky boy that I do not accept.
Honestly, like, before it fully hit me na he's that dude you were talking about,
Yeah,
now we're just gonna know na he's like bad news.
yeah.
Your first thought goes like, oh, Brie likes this guy.
No, I am offended. I am genuinely offended. I, I am.
Bombastic side eye.
Yes, exactly. Honestly, if you say,
I'm so
pag sinabi
sorry.
mo yan kay Tsukiyama, that character, and you said, oh, Brie, I wouldn't be this offended. I can say this now. I, wa- he- I don't like Tsukiyama at all. But like, if you say na siya yung parang, oh, Brie likes this character, I wouldn't be this offended as when you said na I would like Rio.
I'm sorry because I saw the eyes again. It didn't click that it's this dude. I just saw him. I saw his face. I saw the eyes. I'm like, oh, snake guy. Brie likes this.
Dude,
That's the first thing I thought. I
apologize to
have
me
offended
now.
Brie.
Apologize to me
I
now.
already did. I already
She needs you on your
did. You
knees.
didn't listen.
I need you on Seiza.
I need you to do a confessional and do repentance. Pray seven, glory be, glory be.
Pero honestly, with Rio, he's very melodramatic. He's that cartoonish evil
Mm,
character.
yeah.
The way he acts and the way
Nah.
he speaks. But like it
But at the same time, it makes sense not for like a human being to act that way
yeah,
if they're
right?
evil.
And that adds to the annoying the annoyingment,
Yeah.
whatever the word is.
Yeah.
Annoyance. The annoyance
Like
is the word.
Cujo is also very theatrical. Like,
Yeah.
he has his own theatrics.
Mm.
But Rio is like obnoxious. He's just like, why do you
And
exist?
like
Like, you will just question.
if you show that you're pissed off at him, he's just gonna mock you and laugh at you. Like, ha ha ha, you're
Yeah.
mad. Okay. Parang gonna like
Yeah.
that
Alam mo
annoys me
yung
more.
siya yung childhood friend mo na lagi kang inaasar tapos sabihin niya, pikon talo, pikon talo. He's that dude.
I will
He's that
say
dude.
though, I would like to compliment the writers and whoever came up with Rio because we hate him so much, and that speaks volumes.
That's why I'm nominating him for best voice actor. Because like,
Yeah,
Same.
yeah, yeah.
dude, no one can voice someone this annoying. That convincingly. I'm not saying the voice actor is annoying. I've seen the voice actor and
Yeah, yeah.
Kay
Oh yeah.
Kay's childhood crush is
Like, siya yung irritating na masarap sa pakin. Alam mo yun? Kasi may irritating na you can just walk away eh. Eto, walking away isn't enough eh. Like, you just wanna smack him.
like you can't ignore this person. That's how much your
Yeah.
blood boils.
Yeah, because like he will make sure that you will be unable to ignore him. Like he will make sure that you will pay attention to him, and that's what's so fucking annoying about him.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, let's move on, please.
Anything else for Rio?
No,
That's it.
nothing. Let's
Let's
move
not
on,
talk
please.
about him anymore.
Well,
I hate him.
Tourist spots.
hello, this is Bree interrupting the painful episode of Third Beat to recommend another song called Pieces of the World. And this is from all of them. So this is from all four groups. And this was released because it appeared in the movie Live for Beat Beyond the Period. This is their movie where it's a concert of the idols, but it's a movie. If that makes sense. It's the actual idols, not the seiyus. So you see the idols like performing and just giving a whole concert. So like the entire movie is like an entire concert of the four idol groups. And Pieces of the World was a track that they released. Parang siyang OST karon. Pero they perform it, if that makes sense. And Pieces of the World for me sounds like a movie soundtrack. It is a movie soundtrack, but like the movies parang yung mga slice of life movies. Yung ganon. You know that vibe. And I'm gonna be very honest. I mean, I say this to a lot of IDOLiSH7 songs, but for Pieces of the World, the first time I heard it, kasi they released it on Spotify, parang the day that, if I'm not mistaken, the day that they released the movie, I think a few days later, they released it on Spotify. Parang they advertised that Pieces of the World is an original song. And they released it on Spotify and like every song platforms. And then when I listened to it, I literally teared up. I didn't sob or anything, but I just teared up because parang there's just something about the song na it sounds very Finnish. Parang it
It's
sounds
like an
like,
ending song.
yeah, it sounds like an ending song to a movie, which is really painful for me because it feels like the actual like franchise is ending. It's not though. It's still continuing, but like at that moment it felt like it was ending. That's why it felt very emotional. Parang you feel all of the feelings from part 1 until now. And then if you read the lyrics as well, parang the translated lyrics for everybody who's not speaking Japanese, you could parang see that it's ending. Kasi they were talking about like look at the past, like all of these like painful things in the past, and then look at us now in the present. We're happy, and then there's like gonna parang everything's beautiful and everything that we were parang everything that we've experienced led us to this moment. Parang ganon yung feeling niya. So, parang ang painful niya masyado na parang, bakit ganon?
I
Bakit,
would I
yeah.
would argue na they're just giving us a band-aid so that we're prepared for
Don't,
them to hurt us again.
don't say that. um, pero, yeah, one of the lyrics, seeing the wiki again, this is from the wiki, it's like saying na, the closest thing in the world to eternity is the sun at the limits of the blue, blue sky. Even though we are nothing more than a moment in time, like shining stars, we're surging beyond imagination, connecting the thoughts of our era. Like that. And just listen to it if you haven't. I feel like if you've watched IDOL7, I'm pretty sure you would have heard this song already. I also forced Lila and Kay to listen to the song.
It's
And
nice.
it's a really
Mm-hmm.
nice song. It's a very good song for a movie, and I can't wait to get my hands on a copy of the movie. Pero yeah, it's all of them singing. They kind of showed the performance in the trailer thing that they did in YouTube, so you could also see it on YouTube. And may parts sa song na they're all like duetting each other, and it's like all of the people that were connected to each other, painful and everything, are like duetting each other. It was like, oh my god, they're all friends now. They're all happy. They're all. I'm not happy at all. Yeah, that's why I teared up. So listen to it again. It's on Spotify. It's called "Pieces of the World" by the IDOLiSH7 franchise, but it's all for groups. Thank you.
Tourist spots.
Okay, moving on from Rio.
Wait, you were gonna say something, right?
Yeah, speaking of Rio,
Oh,
we're moving
yeah,
on
Chiba Salon.
to the things that he's done. Well, he wanted to do the things that he would want to do, and
Mhm.
that's a Chiba salon, which is like a very big thing in their industry. And I'm actually very surprised that he still hasn't gotten like evidence for it to like ruin the lives.
Yeah.
That
Considering how many assets he has,
like
like
that's
I would
saying a
expect him to
lot
like
how secretive Chiba salon is. That's really
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
So go on, say what you will with Chiba salon and Yamato.
I really thought like when you were theorizing and then like it was starting to be revealed on what it was,
Yeah,
I really thought it was a swingers club because
I
in
thought
the
it was
cheating.
prostitution, bro.
I mean, let's just say well, we can assume all those things. Hopefully not, but like let's just say that Chiba salon is just where all of the scandals lie.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's like a
So
Pandora's
So like it
box.
could
yeah,
be illegal, it could be like
just imagine all the things that you want. That's what I told them when we were doing the watch party. Just imagine the things that you want, but like that's basically the gist of it. I'm pretty sure that they're not going to like further deep into that Pandora's box. But
yeah. But like whenever you're thinking it might be there.
yeah,
Mhm.
So
basically. But what do we think of Yamato?
I
Um,
understand him.
Hmm.
I understand his anger, personally. But I think the only thing that surprised me was how much his dad cared. And I think that's just my trauma speaking.
mm,
Honestly, I did not
So
trust his dad as well, but like he
yeah.
he gets more Yamato gets more spotlight in like future parts, and like
Yeah.
I'm actually very surprised that it's not going well, not that surprised because it's still an idol anime. It's still about hopes and dreams and positivity,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
wow, this could happen.
Like
Yeah,
he had like a resolution.
I know.
Is he the first character who has like the one who went like almost full complete resolution?
we had
Is he
um
the
Mitsuki.
only character who said that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Mitsuki in a way, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I'm going to tell you this now. Yamato has like one of my favorite character developments, for sure.
Mm.
In
Mm-hmm.
Ainana, we'll see more of him, but you can actually see him like grow from this, because you can see how burdened he was with that secret, and now that he's able to like share it with other people, and then he's finally starting to like realize things about himself, and like he's letting himself
Be
accept,
more free.
yeah, stuff and be more
Mm-hmm.
free. It's he he's growing, and he's already been a leader from the start, but like you can see more of him like in the future,
Mm.
even in part 2. He's more chill now. He's not as angry as he used to be. So I'm actually really, he's one of my favorite character developments, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
And not
Same.
because I'm a fellow father trauma issue person, but like I really like Yamato, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it was really sad seeing the eldest fight. But it was satisfying that Yamato got called
Oh
out to be a hypocrite. Because he was being a
yeah.
hypocrite. And he
He is.
needed to hear
And that
that.
he got punched, right? He
Mm-hmm.
got punched as well. That was honestly very satisfying.
It's speaking of like the oldest fighting, that scene in like episode 5 when Mitsuki and Yamato were like going back and forth, and like they're smiling, but you can see that there's tension, and then you can see them like slowly drift apart, and like all the younger members were,
Oh, is it like yung ano, yung show nila?
yeah, the younger
Oh
members
yeah, I
were
haven't note. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
I have
scared
something to say about that. Yeah,
of
I
it.
have something to say about that.
Yeah,
It's very interesting to me because but they had a fight, right? But they were trying to stay professional
yeah.
for the sake of the filming.
Mm,
And I noted here na the way that it was animated was very accurate
Mm.
mm,
in a sense na they are talking but they're not really seeing eye to eye, and you see that like with how they quote unquote filmed it,
mm.
Mm.
where yung parang nose down lang yung film, hindi mo kita yung mata
Yeah, because their
in
eyes
the
aren't
scenes.
smiling with
Yeah,
them.
like yeah, and like they're not being honest. Di ba sabi nila, di ba, like the eyes are the windows to the soul. Like
Yeah.
your eyes will say a lot. And the fact that it's covered up means that they're trying to like hide what they're really feeling.
Mm,
And all you can really see is like what they're trying to display on the outside. And I just think it's like a very, very nice way of kind of depicting that situation.
mm.
It also shows how like they're on autopilot as well.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun? Na parang they're like robots and they're just doing this just to get it over with. Parang ganun. Like, they're talking but they're not really looking at each other. They're not seeing eye to eye.
And that's interesting as well, like the way that they're acting. Because, like, the younger ones, when they're feeling something, like they're not feeling their best, you can see it in the way that they're acting
Yeah,
in public as well. And then the older
yeah,
ones will try to like cover for them when that happens.
yeah.
But since the older ones are the ones like fighting and like not,
Wala silang foundation.
yeah, so they have to do it themselves even
Mm.
though
Yeah.
my tension,
They're also not feeling
yeah.
well.
So,
Yeah.
and I feel kind of
Yeah.
sad for Sogo kasi Sogo's like the third oldest, 'di ba? Technically it's Yamato, Mitsuki, and then Sogo. So, parang napunta kay Sogo lahat ng responsibility since
Yeah.
silang dalawa.
Alam
It's
mo,
the
nasa
eldest
notes ko
child
yan.
syndrome.
Nasa notes ko
It's the
yan.
eldest child syndrome. Oh no.
We can all agree that Sogo is the real victim in all of this shit.
It's the eldest child syndrome.
The
Let's just say
parents are
it is.
fighting, so parang gano'n.
Yeah.
It's, and it's ano din, parang in episode 2, I no no, no episode 2, you can see that Mitsuki's like actually genuinely being a good friend to Yamato, but like since Yamato has a lot of issues that he's dealing with, he ends up breaking that friendship, which hurts more. Kasi when Mitsuki was having a hard time, Yamato's always been there for him, and he's like trying to his best for Mitsuki, but Mitsuki can't do the same to Yamato because Yamato's shutting him out. And that's why I understand why Mitsuki was hurt so much, because like you would think that they're the closest one in the group since they are the eldest as well. Parang they both of them took responsibilities for themselves for the younger ones, and so silang dalawa lang yung nagli-lean with each other, but then Yamato's shutting him out. So like, what happened to Mitsuki now, parang ganon. So medyo na-hurt ako dun.
Yeah.
Na ano ko dun.
Speaking of Yamato though, yung voice acting during that Yuki Yamato choking scene. Oh my god. Like I mentioned this, right? This in the past episode.
Yeah.
Na I haven't found the voice acting for me to like give a higher rating.
Yeah.
Dun sa voice acting criteria natin. And I think I just found it. I
Mm.
found the one. I found the moment. And it's fucking Yamato. Of course it's Yamato.
On
Of course it's him.
seriously though, like Shiraimu's the ano, the voice actor.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised with Shiraimu. When I first watched that scene and yung like coupled it with the animation as well, it was like very nerve wracking, and I didn't really expect. I don't know if this is an insult, but I didn't really expect that type of voice acting from him because I've seen him in like
Yeah.
different like other works obviously, and he hasn't done like that that like type. He may isa siyang character na may like difference of personality sila, so like may switch lagi yung personality, but like damn, the way he did Yamato was like fucking good. It's like goosebumps all over. When I rewatched it
Like,
with you
and
guys again, I
like,
was like, oh my god, I really love this
oh,
scene. Para it cemented the fact.
and like, I know there has been like bits and pieces of Yamato
Mm,
acting,
yeah,
quote unquote, right? Like yung the time na he's pretending to poison Momo, and like
mm,
just those other instances where he showcased his acting, like the voice acting was shown.
yeah,
But it never really hit me so hard until this particular scene.
yeah.
It's ito talaga yung parang sabi ko like what the like whew, I can't even describe it. Like I love the voice acting in that scene for Yamato. Like ito yung hihila sa voice acting ano ko rating.
Speaking of that scene, the choking scene, I have 2 points to make. The funny one and the not so funny one. Let's start with the funny one. It's really funny. Kasi Yuki technically kind of choked Yamato when Yamato was pretending to like be the fake zero character, right? And now he got revenge by choking Yuki.
Choking each
That's
other.
true.
That's their love language, choking each other.
Physical touch.
So that's my funny take of that scene. Alam mo, when I saw
Oh
that,
my
I was like,
gosh.
oh, good for Yamato finally getting his revenge. But the
Okay lang
not
yan.
so funny scene, I pointed this out when we were watching. It's really cool how they animated that scene where when Yuki was like telling Yamato off, he started become bigger.
The
Um
camera was tilting.
Yes.
yeah. And then he was becoming bigger and then Yamato's becoming smaller. Like you could see how much the words that he's throwing is like affecting Yamato
Yeah.
emotionally. And then nung nag-fight back si Yamato, naging equal sila bigla. And then he started joking Yuki.
Alam mo, I never really paid attention to like the filmmaking aspect of shows. I mean, and this is an animes, but like
Yeah.
just for ease of explanation, right? I'm just gonna call it filmmaking as well, like camera work and shit. I never really paid attention to it until I watched a cinema therapy, that YouTube channel,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
where like one's a therapist and one's a filmmaker,
Mm,
and Alan, since he's a filmmaker, right? He will explain like the filmmaking side of things, so the shows that they watch, and like the movies and stuff, and he will explain how camera work tells a story as well.
yeah.
And like I never really paid attention to it until I started watching their channel, and then now that we're like doing this on the regular, I'm like starting to learn then
Mm,
to kind of pay attention to like how things are shot, and like it's just so fascinating how even camera angles can tell so much. So well, I just wanted to add that.
yeah, that's why I told you before we started, for everybody's knowledge, before we started watching Ainana, the specific thing I told them was pay attention to every single detail. Because it's definitely going, like, a lot of the storytelling is in the details, which is why I
Yeah,
love that anime so much. Because in the
yeah.
game, you
I
can't
think
really see it because it's just
yeah,
still screen, you see the characters
yeah,
and then the dialogue. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
But like in the anime, the
yeah,
way that they told the story, the way that they used it, even if it's animated, even if it's not the best animation, I can say that it's not the best animation.
yeah,
The way that they use like camera angles, the details, like the way that they technically quote unquote shot the thing, like the
yeah,
scenes
yeah,
is, it's storytelling in itself. And that's what,
yeah,
because I like some animes do like crumbs and shit, like details and stuff, but they don't really use like the camera, like the cinematography in itself as much as
yeah,
Ainana does in the
yeah.
anime.
I would I would say though, na but you did tell us to like pay attention to
Yeah.
everything. I think that's only gonna be possible if we rewatch the anime.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, because like you never really pick up on the details
yeah.
on the first watch.
Ye-
And like even with you, like it's very apparent with you as well, like because you've mentioned several times that in
mm.
I never noticed this one detail before, and now that I'm watching it again I can see it.
Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
I kept pointing it out. That's why I pinapoint out
Yeah.
ko sa inyo. Guys, did you see?
nakailang
that's
rewatch
like
ka na
the
rin
best
nito.
way.
Yung season 3 lang yung hindi ko nire-watch. Ito yung first rewatch ko since I watch it. Because I can't rewatch. I
But yeah,
can't.
I can say that that's like the best way we can notice the details is if Brie points it out. Because like we can never pay attention to every single detail on the first watch. We're
Especially
gonna
when
have to
when we
rewatch
have no
everything.
brain cell that day.
Exactly. Which has happened like a lot
Yeah.
throughout this anime.
And I think I pointed this out before as well. They use the lyrics
Mhm.
to tell the story even further, like the scene and
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
Anyways, um, going back to Yamato, you seen. I think another sad scene was when he was talking to Momo. If you
Mm.
guys remember in the elevator,
Oh yeah.
when he started insulting Momo, tapos ni-regret niya yun after.
You know, I actually felt more of his emotions there and how lonely he
Yeah.
was more than the
Because he
Yuki
had a
scene.
slip of a mask. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
that's true.
Um, it's parang when he's able to actually say all the things that he wanted to say, pero kay Momo niya lang nasabi. Parang another thing about that detail as well is that you can really see how much of a person Momo is. Na he's just very open, he's just very welcoming. His existence himself
His
is
comfort.
is comforting. Yeah, exactly. Na Yamato was finally able to say, kasi kahit with Yuki, when they were like talking back and forth with each other, he's still not being honest,
Mhm.
technically. But with Momo, he's able to finally say all the things that he wants to say out loud, even though medyo may insult siya sa, may konti insult siyang ginawa. Parang, he's finally able to say it out loud, and that says a lot about Momo's character, na si Momo yung pinakauna niyang nasabihan nun. And para when yung bigla, 'di ba may part na bigla na lang siyang umupo and then you can
Mhm.
see how small he's becoming and like how tired he is from all the things that he's been thinking about, na it's all piling up, and then Momo's just there telling him all the things that he needs to hear or he wants to hear from another person. And then
I also feel like that was the first time in a long time that Yamato felt like a kid again.
Mm.
mm,
Because like we didn't really see his whole childhood, right? But like just from the information that we have, it seemed like like your childhood has been rough with him because like he realized early on, right? Like his family dynamic, the truth in his family and stuff, like who he really is, who his dad really is, and that from when he was young, he already had that kind of anger
Mhm.
already. And so that was the first time I would say, like I'm assuming, na he really got to be a child again and just be vulnerable
parang
in a long time.
he's not being the older one in this
Mhm.
situation.
Yeah, he allowed himself to kind of be a kid and just let Momo take charge of whatever it
That's
is.
why Momo best
And
boy.
it was just really nice.
You know, I was thinking that. I was like, Momo
Yes,
best boy.
yes, yes. Amen.
I really love Momo, to be honest. And if you think about it, he's not even supposed to be an idol. Like, what would happen if Momo's not an idol? Like, what?
Yeah,
But yeah, it's really nice to
that's true.
see. Parang that was his pushing point na, okay, I think it's time for me to like be honest and then tell everybody about
Mhm.
it. And then yung talk show. Yung talk show na ginawa ni Nagi. Gago din to si Nagi.
But
He called
honestly, even though
everybody
Yuki
there.
was kind of yeah, honestly though, even though Yuki was kind of more provoking him than comforting him,
Yep.
right? He he was still that like good big brother to him, especially that time they fought, like Mitsuki and Yamato fought. Di ba si Yuki yung kausap niya noon na parang Yamato was opening up and this is how he's feeling, blah 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 blah. And then Yuki's like, why don't you tell him? Call him. And then so he called Mitsuki.
Yeah. Ang ano
I
lang,
just feel like Momo and Yuki are like just good parents because like they kind of said the same thing, right? The
yeah.
parang you're telling me all this. Why don't you tell them? Go and call them. Like meet up with them. Tell them everything you
Honest,
said to me. Parang
seriously though,
ganun.
like they're literally the best senpais that I've ever seen in any piece
Yeah.
of media. Because like, yeah, there's a lot of senpais out there, but like they genuinely just they're the blueprint of a senpai.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
sinabi to ni Banri na parang with Yuki kasi he's very straightforward. Parang he he just says he he just says what he thinks needs to be said. Parang ganon. With Momo kasi, he knows how to be comforting to people. It's like very
While
warm.
also being honest.
Yeah. See, Yuki doesn't care. He's just gonna be honest with you. So, I
Yeah.
guess, in a way,
Yeah.
Yamato did need that. He needed Yuki's sharp tongue and Momo's warmth,
Mhm.
and that's what pushed him. Parang if he only got one from those, I feel like it's not gonna happen
Yeah.
like,
It's gonna be a
yeah,
problem.
the way that it happened.
Yeah.
Pero if
Yeah, kasi parang if it's just Momo or like if it's just warmth, it's like he's being coddled.
yeah,
But if it's just sharp tongue, it feels like he's being reprimanded.
Mm.
mm,
And like he will be on like offense mode or like on defense mode
yeah,
with that. So it's nice that both of them kind of like helped him a lot because like he needed a reality check while also like deep understanding
yeah.
of what he's going through. Yeah.
Rivale senpai.
Mhm.
Yes. Best parents.
Do you have anything else that you want to add with Yamato?
Oh, with Chiba Salon.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have like just one more point. This was I wrote this before I like we knew what it was. I think yun yung parang name drop pa lang yung Chiba Salon.
Mm-hmm.
Nilagay ko dito. It's just an observation. People in the industry really are complicit to the problems in the industry.
Mhm.
Mm,
Like they protect each other's interests and that's it. Like regardless of what happens to other people and like how hurt other people will be. Like they will just save themselves,
yeah.
which is like really sad.
And the more power you have in the industry, the more na masha-shut up mo yung industry. Parang gano'n.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because Chiba
yeah,
Shizuo is like a very, very well-known actor in their universe, diba? Parang he has all this power, and that's how he was able to create Chiba Salon in the first place. Parang
yeah,
no actor, from what I know, no actor is comparable to Chiba Shizuo. Kaya
yeah,
he has that ano, parang when you think of Japan in their universe, when you think of Japan and its like culture and its arts, parang ganon. Maiisip mo agad si Chiba Shizuo. Ganon siya ka powerful sa industry. She's a bit scary to think about.
yeah. I think the only like artist I would say na I wouldn't be scared na yung ganun na parang like there's such a long time icon
Yeah.
na they have so much power in the industry. The only person that I would not be scared of is Regine Velasquez. That's my childhood idol. Okay, that's my childhood idol. I was singing Regine Velasquez song even though I did not have the Regine Velasquez talent.
Velasquez
That's how much
Salon.
I love her.
It's so long.
No,
Ah,
let's not do that. No, 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 no.
Val Salon.
No, 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 not my mother.
Parang ano,
Basta, no?
parang salon sa kanto.
Yung 40 pesos magpagupit,
Oo.
gano'n.
Uy, punta tayo sa Val Salon.
Tangina.
Kailangan ko magpagupit. Ganun.
My God. Not my mother. Don't do that to my mother. That's my OG mother. But yeah, like, yun lang yung di ako matakot. Like, kasi when you said that kasi, yun yung nalala ko, parang when you think music industry in the Philippines, you think Regine Velasquez.
Mm,
She's like number one. So like, wala lang. That's my mom. Okay?
okay. We're laughing now. But I'm not
We're
gonna
not.
laugh. Yeah. um, ito yung kanina ko pa medyo hine-hesitate i-start. Yung trigger. We're starting the trigger arc, which hurts my heart. I think for I think you guys remember when I first asked you guys the first episode natin with IDOLiSH7 who your favorite group is, who your favorite ship is, who your favorite character is. I was trying to sound out how much pain you'll be in future arcs. I need to know like how much pain will these two go through? Because I was in so much fucking pain. Like all of my favorites were targeted, so I need to know if you go through the same. And we talked about this off mic. I suddenly realized that we all like a certain character in Trigger. I like Ten, Kay likes Ryu, and Lila likes Gaku. And then Kay went, that says a lot about our personality.
It does.
So I am the
Please explain.
I'm the perfectionist that likes to hide secrets. Kay is Kay is the nice big brother, but is also a pushover.
Hmm.
And Leela is awkward. Oh no, Leela's straightforward with anger issues and daddy issues, but is also very awkward in real life. So
And it also fits because Brie and I have family
yeah.
issues, and then and Kaku.
So I hope nothing happens to us.
If you think about it,
Oh
the
no!
pain is equally distributed among us. It's fine. We're fine.
Are we fine?
We're fine. Yeah,
Are
we're
we
fine.
But speaking of the trigger downfall arc, honestly in vibrato, ito yun eh. Vibrato feels like a nice, just happy side stories. But like you can see how much they've been foreshadowing triggers downfall there. I'm gonna name a lot.
Yeah, I remember this because you reminded me that I guess something bad is gonna happen to Trigger based on something that you said. Like you slipped, like you mentioned something. I'm
Oh,
like, oh, so something's gonna happen to them, and you're like, no, I just love them.
no, this is what happened. So Rio was like, he said, I don't care if I get hurt as long as I'm with you two, and that fucking pissed me off because I'm still hurt. Okay, so kasi that was like part 2 came out, yung last episodes of part 2 was like February of 2023. We're watching it like a month or two after part 2 came out, like recently. So the wounds are still fresh for me, technically. Even though I know what's gonna happen in the future art future parts, it does not erase my pain. So when he said that, he was like, I don't care, sorry, hurt, blah blah blah. I was like, no, don't say that. I kind of like slipped, and then Lila was like, oh, so something's gonna happen to them, and my brain was like, nope. I just really love Trigger. That's like literally the only thing I said. And then my brain was like, oh no, oh no. I slipped. I spoiled. Spoiler,
It's
spoiler.
fine.
But
You
and then in my
responded really
head,
fast. It's fine.
Yeah, I
yeah,
responded so fast. I lied so
no,
fast.
no, I didn't believe you though.
Yeah, I mean
I
it's
didn't
not
believe you.
believable, but I was like I was actually surprised at how fast I answered. I was like, "Oh no, I just love
Yeah.
Trigger." I was like, "Damn."
See, Bree scammer.
I just I just want to bring up like an old theory of mine though.
Yeah,
I mentioned this. This was like one of the was it it was in season 1. Yeah, you asked for our theories
yeah,
like about like I7,
yeah.
right? And I said Trigger might have a disbandment threat the moment all of them become fully settled in the group,
Yeah,
Mm.
or by the
you know,
time that they become
that's
fully
what I
settled.
was
Yeah.
actually saying na, 'di ba I told you guys in the episode, you guys guessed some things right, you guessed some things wrong. When you were
Mm-hmm.
talking about Trigger and then I think Kay said that na the president of like a big president like probably Zul. You said that probably
Mm.
Zul would like do something against them, I was like, yeah, that was right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fuck Rio.
Yeah.
Pero
So yeah, like
yeah.
binringa pa lang siya dito na yun nga. Something will break them.
And the thing
Nung nagiging komportable na sila.
And the thing about Trigger is they're like the easiest target out of all of them, just because kasi if you think about it, and medyo na bring up to medyo mabi-bring up to, pero I kind of want to bring it up. With Ainana kasi, you can see how they're just very happy, and you have Riku who's like very innocent. Like what you see on cam is also what you would see in off cam. Like you would expect them acting the same way. With Rivale, they're just very open with each other. They're just very close. Like
Yeah,
there's that sense of closeness with them na you feel like you're also close with them. Parang ganon. With Trigger
yeah.
kasi, and I'm not saying that what
They have a
they're
persona.
thinking, like I'm not saying that what they think is wrong kasi that's their resolve, especially with Ten, like
Yeah,
the professionalism and stuff. I understand what Ten thinks na he doesn't want to show fans the pain, and he wants to protect the fans. That's why he only wants to show the happy things, which is not wrong. Like obviously with
yeah,
idols, the reason why we're clinging to idols is because we want to escape. I think I've mentioned that nung first episode natin.
yeah.
We're there.
It's escapism
Yeah,
for
it's
us.
it's our safe haven basically. And I get Ten's like Ten wanting to protect that bubble of the fan and the idol. And that's why like they're not pretending naman na parang nag from 180 yung attitude
Mhm.
nila, yung personality nila. It's just that they're hiding so much from the fans na they only see them as like this perfect image. Parang
Yeah,
ganon.
they're
Yeah,
keeping away the personal stuff.
Mm-mm. So that's why
yeah,
when the scandal happened, it's easier to target them kasi you wouldn't really expect na this like perfect
yeah.
idol group.
Because they have like a perfectly curated image already.
Mm-mm. Exactly.
And then all of a sudden it's like broken.
So the media eats that up na
Mhm.
Yeah,
hindi sila perfect. Let's like dig into it more. So mas
yeah,
lalo silang
yeah,
na-hurt doon kasi especially with Ryu. Kasi, I mean, ano naman, it's very well known sa fans. Like, in the universe, not like in real life na fans. Pero, it's well known
yeah, yeah.
in, within the fans na, even though Ryu has that sexy image, I think na mapupoint out to, pero even though he has that sexy image, like, the fans know how nice he is in real life. And, like,
Yes.
everybody na parang tries to hit on him, sinabi to ni Tore, parang everybody that hits on
Yeah,
him, they know how nice Ryu is
mhm,
personally, even though he has that image of like a sexy beast and shit. Ang problem lang talaga dun is the media itself, like trying to like conjure this image for you. Na
mhm,
even like yun din minsan yung problem, like whenever an idol gets into a scandal, no matter how loud the fans voices are at protecting, like defending their idols, mas malakas pa din yung voice ng media. And when the media says na ganito yung nangyari, they can't really escape that. And obviously the
yeah,
public na does like they don't know much about Trigger, they're going to say na, the media's right because the media's like saying so. Parang ganun. No
mhm,
matter how
yeah.
much the fans is
And
like,
like
no, that's not
that's
what's happening. Parang ganun.
that's very apparent even in real life and like real
Yeah.
fandoms. Nah, shit are being brought up about certain idols and certain celebrities, and then fans will give the context that no, you're taking it out of context. Ito yung nangyayari, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. And like it's legitimately out of context, like legitimately twisted. But the media's like, nope, this is actually what happened. And so the locals are gonna be like, nope, I believe the media.
Mhm.
Alam mo yun? And like it also doesn't help the fact na fans are generally looked down upon,
Yeah.
especially with like celebrity fandoms. Kasi it's perceived as like a female thing. Alam mo yun, di ba? I mean, we're gonna start like this is touching on misogyny already, but female fandoms or like celebrity fandoms are looked down upon kasi it's perceived as like a heavily female dominated thing. And so it's like childish. So whatever the fans say, it's stupid. Pero you don't really see that with like sports fans,
Yeah.
right? Like there's like this double standard with celebrity fans and sports fans. Now because sports fans are like male dominated, all of a sudden it's like no, it's like, fans, like people would believe them. They're right. They're superior. It's not stupid, even though a lot of them act violently. Ano mo yun?
Honestly, the
Right.
sports fans do the same thing as like the celebrity
Yeah.
Exactly.
fans.
It's just that they deny it and think that they don't because they think they're superior, which is like, part of the problem.
Yeah. And speaking of
Yeah.
misogyny, like connecting it to
Yes.
Ai Nana, that scene. Ah, I'm touching it on now. The Gaku Tsugi
Yeah.
breakup scene. The
Yeah.
breakup that is
It's
not
it's
even a
not just
breakup.
that. It's not just that. It's also like the girl. What's the Misa 2.0?
Sumire?
Sumire.
Yeah. It's also apparent with her na I7 is like tackling misogyny as well.
Hmm.
Na parang women are being used as some kind of prop to catapult a certain agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example with like the Gako Tsumugi breakup, na Tsumugi was being used to kind of create something, to like create an issue with Trigger and to like catapult or like get something for Gaku. Because I remember distinctly, correct me if I'm remembering it wrong, but I remember distinctly yung makeup artist niya,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And the makeup artist is like, do you want me to like do something ganyan ganyan? Parang he's insinuating that they could hook up.
Mm-hmm.
Parang ganon. And then Gaku's like, so who hired you? Who paid for you? Why are you doing this? And like it just hit me that women are being used for like other people's agenda.
Yeah, and when Sumugi
They're
said, "I
just
wish I was
tools.
born a man," it's really
Yes.
sad.
It's like,
Yeah. That
so she
really
can't
hurt.
even be a manager because people are just gonna use her. Parang ganon. Parang
Yeah.
she's ano na, if she was a man, nobody's really not like gonna bat an eye on
Gonna
her.
question it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can't even interact with the opposite gender without it
Yeah.
having a meaning.
Exactly. And like with the Misa 2.0, si Sumire, she's annoying. I'm gonna say this. It's like Misa. I don't like her, pero I can also see that she's also a victim here. That she's being used to kind of help push Rio's plans.
she
Parang ganun.
she is a victim, the way that they're using her, not like the Rio's plus, pero like yung her, she's an actor. I don't know, she's a singer, like the way na they're doing her singing career. That's kind of like what pushed her to be that desperate, other
Yes.
besides like wanting to be with Tora and shit. Pero,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like, parang nag-trigger yung desperation niya dahil sa ginagawa sa kanya with her singing career,
Mm.
which is
Yeah.
really sad.
That was the catalyst. Yeah.
And the thing is too, like with the rumor, diba? It's a dating rumor. Like why would it be a scandal? I still don't get it. Like
Ah,
why would it be a scandal?
Yeah.
Like no, I get why it is, but generally speaking, even in
The
real
logic
life,
doesn't make
it
sense.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
no, they're not that focused on the dating scandal.
Mm. Yeah, the poaching thing.
They're focused on the poaching thing. They just
Oh, yeah,
made it
that's true.
na they're dating para it makes sense why Rio is poaching. Parang ganon. Reason lang yung ano, yung dating.
Mm.
Pero
So yeah.
ang pinaka ano talaga dun is the poaching thing.
Tsaka ano pa, tawag dun? Yeah, with Sumire, right? She needs to check her priorities. I get it, she's a victim too, but she's being stupid for a man, for fuck's sake, a man. Don't do that.
And she's willing to
Yeah.
retire, to ruin her fucking career. Kaya it also made sense why yung when they were talking with Yamato and Ten, when Yamato was talking, parang hindi siya ganun ka affected, pero when Ten was started like when he started complimenting her with
Hmm.
her singing career, dun siya na affect kasi parang Ten's right. Like well, I don't know how talented she is really because I haven't
She
heard her sing.
probably is. She's
Yeah,
But like
because
popular.
assuming
she's
she
yeah,
is.
because she's popular as well. Parang you're
I
talented. Why
mean,
are you? Yeah,
just because someone's
let's
popular
just assume.
doesn't mean. Let's just assume that
Yeah,
she is talented.
like
Yeah,
if you're that talented, why are you being like this? Why are you
yeah,
like ruining everything? Diba?
yeah,
There's
yeah.
there's gonna be a scene where you're gonna she's gonna annoy you even more. I want you guys to be
Oh
ready
no.
for that kasi baka may nung napanood ko siya medyo nanuntok ako noon eh. Hindi ako nanuntok ng tao, hindi naman ako ganun ka-violent. Pero nanuntok ako ng hindi ko maalala kung ano yung sinuntok ko. Basta may sinuntok ako. Tapos, I had to stop the episode because I was like, ang sad pa, ang worst pa nun is you know what's gonna happen. You know na something's, like, you know it's gonna happen, na maiirita ka. Tapos it happened. I'm like, this
I
bitch.
suddenly miss Misa Misa.
Yeah, me too. I suddenly miss Misa Misa.
You know what? Misa doesn't even, like, annoy me as much. She's just there. Like, what are you doing? Parang
Honestly,
ganon.
here's how I perceive how their characters are depicted, right? Misa kasi, she still has agency. She is being stupid, but she has like full autonomy on what she's doing.
Mhm,
Like she's being manipulated by Light, but she has like her own kind of power, I would say. She has her own power,
Mm.
mhm,
right? With Sumire, she's being backed in a corner,
mhm,
which makes everything just a lot more frustrating for her kasi it's like very real, alam mo yun, na a lot of women in the industry are like always backed into a corner
mhm.
to like do the stupidest things to survive.
But, like, what annoys me the most is that she's not even doing it to save her career.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
that's
doing
true.
it.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's another frustrating thing. Yes. Yeah.
Like, I would
That's
have
another
totally
frustrating thing.
understand if, like, yeah, she is being backed up into a corner. I'm not saying that she isn't. She is. But, like,
Yes.
I would have totally understand if she's, like, doing it to survive na
Yes,
they're
that's true. Yeah,
telling
yeah,
me to
yeah.
do this on, or else I'm going to be kicked out of the company, parang ganon.
Mhm,
Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you will see
But
a,
she's like willingly throwing her life away.
yeah, you'll see another character doing that, na they're going to do like a really annoying thing kasi they need to survive, parang ganon, in the industry. I would totally understand that. I don't hate that
Yes.
character. But, like, this bitch, like,
Yeah,
she's
she's like full on stupid. Like just
if
full on
she's
stupid.
willing to retire, then just retire quietly, man. Don't cause shit.
and, like,
Yeah.
didn't she even, like, think things through? Why would this man tell you na you're gonna get married, but you need to, like, ruin someone's life first, diba? It
I
doesn't
know.
make sense. Like, let's think,
But I
bitch.
guess when you're that in that situation, it's like really hard to see kind of the logic in things.
She has rose-colored glasses.
Yeah.
Which pisses us off even more. Ah,
Someone needs to smack her.
let's not talk.
Baka mag-start yung ano,
You
yung brain niya ulit.
you just have
Honestly,
to
would you
smack
guys
it.
agree?
Yeah.
Would you guys agree if Misa Misa and Sumire met, Misa would smack Sumire
Yeah, she
outside?
probably would.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Not even smack. She's
I think
probably
yeah, like
gonna
why are
write
you doing that?
Sumere's name on the notebook.
That's true. Like I'd rather you be dead than suffer. Parang ganon.
Oh,
Honestly, because like at least with like Misa Misa, like she still has some kind of power. She still has some kind of like parang she can still do something for herself, for her own good. Alam
Mhm.
mo yun? Wait, Sumire, I'm just gonna throw my knife away for this, like, for some dick. So
Are we even sure it's good, Dick?
it
that's
is.
why I said for some dick. That's why I said for
I'm
something I
going to
did not add the word
I'm
good.
going to defend Tora. I'm defending
Oh,
Tora.
have you had a steak? Just kidding.
I'm not gonna defend his dick, but I'm gonna defend Tora. Anyways, I, I
So
really
where's the
I
defense?
really don't want to talk about Sumire this long. Let's talk about my favorite ship. Y- yung, alam mo, yung masakit pa dito. Ito yun eh. Ito yung pinakamasakit talaga. Was first episode, was that first episode, that part, the episode where they had that party thing, tapos they were all introducing like everybody.
Yeah.
You can
Episode 1.
That is episode 1, right? You can hear how soft Gaku's voice is when he talks to
Yeah.
Mugi, right? And then when
Like
someone,
he really has his heart on his sleeve. Like he's like really open about his
Mhm.
yeah,
feelings.
right? And then you could, parang when someone was like, when someone pointed it out na, oh, Gaku is ano, ganyan, ganyan. Tapos, he, medyo like iba yung voice niya doon. Tapos, nung scene na, yung ano na, yung scene na malapit na sila na malapit na silang mag-break up. Yung part na, I forgot what episode that was.
People were whispering.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yung people were whispering. Diba when they were talking about, when they were talking to each other, he was like, Tsumugi, ganyan, ganyan. Tapos ang soft pa rin na voice niya.
Mhm.
Then they were talking. And then they
And then
realized,
he switched to
yeah,
formal.
they realized that people were like whispering, like looking at them. And then what pains me the most is he started calling her Takanashi-san. I'll go, ganyan, ganyan. I go, no, don't call her Takanashi-san. Tsumugi.
It's Sumugi for you.
You're not allowed to call her Takanashi-san. that that
Honestly, that
cemented,
genuinely hurt me.
right?
It really did.
On Honestly, I did not expect na they're going to talk. Kasi obviously there's not gonna have there won't be a canon ship in Ainana. That's for sure. And so I was just happy that they were giving Gako and Sumugi a lot of scenes together. I was just very happy about that. And then, nung bigla nagkaroon ng arc na ganito, I did not expect na sisirain nila yung
Yung ship
sisirain
mo.
nila. Oo. Legit, hindi ko in-expect na magkakagantong scene. Ever. Parang I would, yung kay Ryu, gets ko pa. Pero bigla nagkaroon ng ganto kay Gako and Sumugi. Hindi ko to.
Like, can't we have like one good thing? Alam mo yun?
Like, with, I'm going to, ano na, this one, kasi baka makalimutan ko. Naalala niyo yung, like ko itong binibring up, naalala niyo yung scene with Kujo? He was laying down the pictures of the
Yeah.
idols, and he was like,
Yeah.
even if everything falls, Ten will shine. And si Ten lang yung walang scandal sa
Kaya,
tatlo.
si
Yeah.
Ten lang yung parang na, ano, na nahihila
Mm.
sa, ano, nung older brothers niya. Pero, we're gonna see more of Trigger's downfall. I mentioned this off mic, but like, second beat, you will see yung pinaka-fall nila. As in, so
Oh no.
we're actually all prepared because we're gonna watch it after this. So I have beer. Lila has choco milk.
I'm gonna order
Yeah, I
ice
had chocolate
cream.
milk.
And Kay has ice cream. So we're ready. We're prepared. Do you guys have anything else that you want to say with Trigger?
Tama na. Tama na.
Tourist spots.
Another tourist spots from B. I can't speak anymore. Another
B.
tourist spots from Brie. And this is from IDOLiSH7. So since we're talking about season third beat part 1, this is Nagisa Night Temperature from their this was released as part of the Policy single. The Policy is the opening song for the anime. So when they released the Policy, they also released Nagisa Night Temperature, just like a side song. So Nagisa night temperature is Nagisa in English is like a calm beach. So the entire song they're just doing like metaphors to beaches, like the sky, the waves, like everything about it. It's just, yeah, that's basically the entire song. This is the beach. It's like a metaphor for a beach, like everything about it, and it's a good song. Honestly, I really like this song. I like the policy and Nagisa night temperature together, and I feel like when they release songs third beat onwards, they keep like releasing like really good songs, I'd say. And that's that's all I can really say about this song.
I would say it's the rice in budget.
You know, that's true. There, kasi I feel like for the first few seasons, they've been releasing a lot of like the what's the genre called?
Uh,
Yung ayaw ni Lila.
Techno.
Yeah, they've released like a lot of like the techno sounds.
Mm.
So, parang slowly sila. Obviously, they've released like other genres. I'm not saying that it's just techno. Pero like for the anime,
Most of it.
most of the opening and the ending songs is more of like the techno vibe.
Mm.
Um Third beat onwards, I feel like they've kind of moved into like different sounds. Yeah,
Genres.
for the opening and the ending songs. And this was released because this was released with the opening, so this was released when the
Mm.
anime came out. So for the game, I think you could just get it without having to clear anything. Most of the openings and the ending songs of the anime, they just added to the game without having to clear like certain parts, certain storylines. So you could just play it on its own. It's also on Spotify. It's called Nagisa Night Temperature by IDOLiSH7. Thank you.
Stream.
Yes, stream all of the songs that I'm recommending right now and then listen to the other songs.
Tourist spots.
Okay, let's move on. Rivale. Now we're going to focus on our senpais.
Oh,
The flashback. I was waiting for this, especially when Lila kept saying that she wants to hear Banri sing.
yeah.
So we finally have the flashback. We finally got the picture of Rivale with Banri, how it happened. The first Rivale, and until it went to Momo and their growth.
And bro, like Rivali has been around for so long, like
10
10
years.
Yeah,
years?
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's it's very surprising to see how
Yeah.
much. And they debuted. Ito pa, I think the reason why Momo and Yuki is able to be the way that they are now is that they debuted early 20s. So medyo
Mm.
ano na sila, medyo parang may pagka-mature na sila, mas secured na sila and stuff. With the other idols kasi 'di ba medyo younger pa sila when they debuted and stuff.
Mm.
So medyo may pagka-immature pa yung thinking nila. That's why Rivale was able to like lead them, like guide them as their
Yeah.
older brothers because
Because basically they've gone through most of the rookie struggles
mm,
when before they debuted,
yeah,
basically.
So,
Also, I just wanted to note, sorry.
yeah.
It's really heartwarming to see Yuki's growth
mm.
throughout the years from the Banri Rivale to the Momo Rivale. And like with how soft he is with them too. Especially like what really killed me was when they like he met Banri again. Like the way he just went so mushy and soft and squishy for Banri. I'm like, oh my god,
Even
Yuki,
Banri is
you are
Yeah.
surprised.
capable of doing. Yeah,
Yuki kimoy. Sabi, Yuki chotto kimoy. And then he was so offended like I had to look at the same pictures for 5 years and you're gonna say that to me?
and he's like, you look at my pictures.
May photo album siya, guys.
Holy shit.
it's like very surprising, especially for Ban, kasi syempre 5 years yung hindi kilala si Yuki, na from that person na doesn't even talk to him when he's talking to, when he's trying to talk to this guy na looks at the fucking photo album for five
And like
years.
gushing over him whenever they see each other.
And he keeps texting him, right? He doesn't even reply
Yeah,
back.
and then Banri never answers.
And I think it's all
Oh
thanks
my
for
gosh.
it's all thanks to Momo as well. For sure.
Yeah.
Yung
Like he
growth ni
really
Yuki.
broke down Yuki's walls.
may ano,
I love them.
may scene sa part 4. Ay, wait, was that part 4? Oh, I think it was part 5 actually. Basta may scene doon. Parang sinabi ni Ban, I'm not gonna tell you the context, pero parang sinabi ni Ban na he there are a lot of people that he doesn't like personality of, pero he focuses on one thing and then it's an okay for him now. Look at Yuki. He doesn't like his personality, but he likes his music, so it's an okay for him. Gumano siya. And that makes sense na that's how he was able to keep up with Yuki for like 5 years. He's just I like
He's
his
staying for
music.
the music.
Yeah, he's here. We're it. Let's be glad that Yuki's a good songwriter for for band. Pero it was nice to see them, like to see
Mm.
all three of them. I think Lila was the one to say that na Yuki it would be nice if the three of them sang together.
Mhm.
Yes.
That would be
That's like
nice.
one of, kasi diba we have yung hoping to see
Mhm.
part.
Yeah.
That's like one of the things for
Mm,
me.
Mm.
that's true. May ano pa kayo sa Rivale?
Um, Another thing, like with Momo,
Yeah.
I know he's like our best boy, and I admire the fact that he's trying to protect Yuki. Um, but he still needs to understand that he is Rivale as well, not just Yuki. And
Yeah.
Yuki thinks
I
that
think
way
he's
as
still
well.
fixated on that.
Yeah. So he's no longer a fan of the group, and kahit na recent lang yung talk nila na about his whole insecurity, and mahirap yun tanggalin sa kanya. I'm still
Yeah.
waiting for the day that he really fully accepts na he's Revale
Na he is
and he's
Rivale.
just as
Yeah.
important as Yuki.
Cause
Yeah.
Ban, technically speaking, Ban did not debut with Rivale.
Mhm.
Si Momo and si Yuki nag-debut. So sila yung nag-build na Rivale. That's how they became popular as they are now.
Mhm.
Especially since they came from a small company,
Yeah.
being that popular. Like, they're the ones who did that, not Ban. Diba?
Momo, di ba Momo's protecting Yuki?
Yeah.
And it's kind of similar to how Yuki protected Ban and wanting Ban to recover. So he's like, he almost took Kujo's proposal. And that's what I've noticed.
Oh, right. They're all just protecting each other.
Hmm.
Rivale best.
Yeah. I agree.
Best parents, best
And
couple.
I
Lahat
remember
na.
I remember Bree's relief and she was asking about like our favorite group so far, and I said Rivale.
Yeah.
Because I didn't say Trigger, because Trigger's gonna hurt me so much.
For
Don't be a
everyone's
trigger fan.
context, Bree is the only trigger alt.
Yeah. Don't be a trigger fan, guys. It hurts.
Save yourself.
Save
Run.
yourself.
Jump ship now, jump ship now.
Be an Ainana fan. At least, sure kayo na magiging happy sila. Ay, actually, you know what? Medyo masakit din maging Ainana. Alam mo, maging Rivalistan na lang kayo.
Revale
To be honest.
fans.
Sobrang sakit maging Ainana stan ng part 4. So, maging Rivale na lang kayo.
May konting sakit, pero at least resolved.
At least, they
Oh my
still have each
gosh.
other.
Oh my god!
That's all I have to say.
Oh,
Should
oh
we
my
move
god.
on? Speaking of Ainana, we have that Mezzo thing. Medyo may crumbs si Mezzo sa part 1.
Mm.
I think Lila wants to say something about Mezzo.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The Ryu and Sogo, like, back and forth. It's not really a fight. It's more of like an
Argument.
argument. I yeah. I just personally, as someone who is also traumatized,
I knew it.
You have
I
to
knew you were
I
gonna bring
am.
it
preface
up.
that.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna bring it up. When I saw it, I was like, Lila's not gonna like this.
Yeah, I am siding with Sogo. I am agreeing with Sogo, because like that is like the most frustrating thing, to be honest. Like like just even in real life, to be like yun yung like one of the fears or like worries that I have when meeting new people, na they're gonna have like this like good family and stuff, and then so when I talk about my not so good family, they're not gonna understand, and that's exactly what happened with Ryu and Sogo. Where Ryu's like that's still your dad, like I'm sure he cares about you, ganyan ganyan ganyan, and then Ryu Sogo was like, I'm sure you grew up in a warm family, but like that's not him. Alam mo yun. And it's really frustrating and sad. I mean, I'm glad that Ryu doesn't have that struggle, to be honest. Like, bless him. Like, he's blessed. Like, good for him. I'm happy he doesn't have like a family trauma.
Yeah.
but but and like I would also say na he's at least at that point he's not aware of what happened to Sogo.
Mm.
Right? I mean, even now, I'm still not aware of what exactly happened to him. All I know is that he has a rough relationship with his family. But
Wait, they
if
explained it though.
oh, did they?
The
Um,
I
uncle,
probably forgot.
they're
the
against music.
Ah,
yeah,
okay, yeah. Yes. Yeah. I remember now. But yeah, like he's probably like not fully aware at that time of like the extent of Sogo's bitterness about his family. But I think just the fact that Sogo is so adamant with not reconnecting his dad should tell him enough. Alam mo yun. That should have been enough for Ryu to kind of back down. Because like pushing a happy family agenda to someone who did not have a kind childhood is really painful. Like it's gonna manifest as anger, especially it happened with Sogo. It manifested as anger,
yeah, he became a yandere.
but it's hurtful. Yeah. But it's very hurtful to kind of do that. Na
Mm,
parang that's your parent ganyan ganyan kasi it kind of brushes off Sogo's feelings.
yeah,
Na it's still valid, alam mo yun. Like yeah, okay, you have this like good view of families and good for you. I'm happy for you, but that's not me. That's not me. Don't force it on me because it hurts. Because like it kind of diminishes what Sogo has kind of has built for himself.
yeah,
Parang ganun. Like he's working so hard to separate himself from his family and make a name for himself. And then some dude with like a warm family comes up and tells him, "You're wrong." It's yeah, I didn't like that scene. It upset me. Genuinely. That was the first time I got upset with Ryu. Like
oh,
he's a cool dude, but that really upset me.
I
But
see.
that's like a personal thing. But he's still a good dude. Again, it's just like an unfamiliar territory for him, and like that's understandable that he's not gonna get that. But again, that really upset
I
me.
kind of want to pat Lila now, but
Why?
I'm not gonna explain why.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Anyways,
I'm scared
um,
again.
honestly, we're gonna see more of Metso. To be honest, out of everybody else, Metso feels like sila yung laging nagko-crumbs. hanggang,
Oo. Like
hanggang,
they haven't had like a full on like arc, right? It's always like crumbs.
alam mo, hanggang part 6, may nangyayari pa rin sa kanila. Napapagod na ako sa Metso. Ano ba? And it may, like, Oshi ko si Sogo, so mas lalo ko napapagod. Ang pangit ko pumili ng characters. Pinapagod ako.
Foreshadowing na ba yan kay Minami?
Ay, grabe.
Oh no! Oh no!
You know what?
Lila, alam mo na.
Ganto. For like the future anime that we're gonna watch, every time we sabihin si Brina favorite niya, you just know some shit is gonna happen to that
Even if
character.
Brie doesn't know, you just,
Yeah.
you just know that's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Like just take it as a premonition.
Am I
Because for some reason,
masochistic?
Brie is a magnet of that. Like you just have like a radar for that. You traumatized character.
I'm not good at choosing. That's what we noticed. Oh, but
I mean, this is gonna sound really sad and really bad, but like I feel like in even like real life idols, you have a rough time choosing a bias.
I'm not gonna put. Anyways, habang iniinsulto niyo ako, um, meron pa kayong gusto sabihin sa Metso? Ayoko na ng topic na to. Mag-move on na tayo.
No, 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 no. Oh, I have like again. I don't know where in this like
Yeah,
where I can insert this, but the Kujo Yori discussion.
yeah, yeah. What happened?
Wala lang. I just noted. Kujo won't take Riku because Ten is fine, but Riku would make him sad. That's just an interesting thing.
But
Mm.
Riku what?
Would
Riku
make
would
him
make him
sad.
sad.
Ah.
Okay.
They're gonna explain
You
that.
can't explain
Yeah,
anything?
I cannot.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
cannot.
I figured.
It's
I
gonna be part two
figured.
though, so it's fine. You won't have to wait
Okay.
for long.
Okay.
Not like other
Okay.
arcs na sa future parts pa. um, pero since we don't have anything else, I just want to point out yung in episode 9
Mm-hmm.
when like Momo was describing how it feels like watching your idols perform. That struck to me so much when he was explaining it to Rio. Parang as a fan himself and as an idol himself, he was the perfect person to explain that so much, and it struck with me. I just wanted to point it out because I feel like it was important.
It's so sad because like I can't really relate because I've never seen any of my idols live.
You get post concert depression. It's really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
um
I haven't seen. I've never been to a concert my entire life.
you will.
Never.
Mhm. I
You
will
will.
force you to go.
You will. Manifestation.
Let's just hope in the future na by 2025 may pera na ako.
No,
Kasi
this
for
year.
sure
Manifest it this year.
no, yeah, I am manifesting it this year for like my other idols, but like this one specific idol who's gonna come back in 2025, yun din eh. Like let's hope na I have money by then.
Sorry, I just want to. I think we've mentioned this. I forgot to mention this kanina. When we were talking about yung camera angles, details and stuff, I forgot in
Mm-hmm.
episode 9 when Yori and Riku was like talking, and they were talking about their feelings about disbandment, like potential disbandment, like stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Mm.
What's gonna happen in the future? They're the only ones in the light. Everything else was dark,
Mm-hmm.
and it like kind of symbolizes how they feel na everything's just dark. It's a very heavy feeling. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know if you're gonna disband or not. You don't know what if you're going to be on top or not. You don't know if you're gonna suddenly fall and shit. And like everything, you can't see anything else. Parang ganon. And then places started playing, and they were singing about being on top and falling. Fuck those guys. Ayun lang, gusto ko lang siya i-point out. It was a really good way of depicting the scene, I feel like. But yeah, before we end this episode, we're going to be talking about part 2 in the next episode, and we'll be revealing our ratings by then. But before we end, I want to know what you're expecting to see in part 2.
I have a list.
Okay, good.
I have a list. So first, I still want like a modern day bandly performance.
Mm,
Kahit small scale.
yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be like a full performance because again, he's not really Rivali anymore.
Mm,
Kahit alam mo yung parang company, yung mga company outings na yung mga ganun.
yeah.
And then he just performs either with Rivali or solo. I just want to see him perform.
Yeah.
Tapos second, I want Rio to die, but suffering is fine too. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then next one, Misa 2.0 si Sumire.
Sumire.
Yeah, I want her to get a reality check.
Mm.
And then last one, more obscure to Mugako moments kahit masakit.
So gusto niya masaktan, basically.
Yeah, I miss them already. I miss them already. Now that it's gone, I miss them already.
Okay.
Okay. So for me, I want to see Minami's agenda. Kasi I still don't
Mm.
get why he's there and
Mm.
how he's connected to Nagi. Which brings me to my second thing I want to see is Nagi's story. I still think he's royalty.
Mm.
Another is my theory, if it's correct, na Tora would have the same image as Ryu, or would have that image that Ryu had. So yeah.
Yeah,
And
they're
then
gonna switch basically.
yeah. And what really happened to Haruka and why he's an angry chihuahua.
Yeah,
Very interesting
yeah,
points.
Mhm.
yeah.
That's all I can say. So yeah, stay tuned if all their expectations will be,
Met.
yeah, resolved. Or will they be left in a cliffhanger? Who knows? I do, but I'm
Oh,
not gonna
fuck
say.
you!
And
Inang scammer to.
um again, we'll be talking about our ratings for season 3 as a whole. Next episode, we're also going to be revealing our ratings as for the entire Idolish 7 anime. I'm actually very excited and very nervous as well, because I'm gonna be sad if it's not that high, but I feel like it's gonna be high since their scores
Probably
are higher
mahahatak
than
pa
me.
siya further. Yeah. Nag 90% plus na ako, di ba?
Yeah, so
Tama.
that.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
did
go
a
higher,
pre-rating.
especially with that
Oh,
Yamato's.
really? Is it
Yeah.
good?
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay, good, 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 good,
Oh
good.
my
I
gosh.
am looking forward
I
to it.
haven't done a rating yet.
You guys should also look forward to it, because I'm looking forward to it, because I don't know what the ratings are as of now. So thank you for listening. I hope you also felt pain or even playing the game. Um, see you in the next episode when we're all just crying.
Side?
When everything has broken
Oh,
down. Sorry.
pwede na ba?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, go go.
Side?
Tracked.
Wherever you want to go, I hope you build your happiness and will advance. I hope you build your happiness because Ainana is suffering us.